holidays are the perfect time to raise a glass, but hosting doesn't mean you have to play bartender all night. So this morning, I'm joined by Jason Pollard from the Usual and Kellen Hamrah. Am I saying your last name correct?
Kellen Hamrah.
Kellen Hamrah. I'm sorry about that. From scratch to hospitality to show us how to create both impressive and easy cocktails this holiday season. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Welcome. Let's get right to it. Tell us what we're going to be making.
Yeah, so we're going to be making an eggnog. We do an aged eggnog at two of our restaurants, Clay Pigeon and Walloons over in Fort Worth. And so this is as easy as French toast. All you got to have is some eggs, some sugar, and then the good stuff, brandy, bourbon, and rum.
My friend, I like the way you pour.
Now the great thing is you make a big batch for a crowd like this, and you can let it just kind of chill in your refrigerator for even a couple weeks before. We age ours for a year at Walloons and a little bit less than a year over at Clay Pigeon. Now after you make that batter up,
how much did you put in there?
so this is enough to make a whole liter.
I think
so
it's
this
enough
is
to
enough
make a
for
lot of
about
people
10 or 12 cocktails.
Feel like they drink it later.
You have a little bit more cream in there, and that's what makes it the nog, right? And then so once we get that batter completely made, you get left with something that looks a little bit like this. Now, at the end of the day, all you got to do is shake it or put it in a blender to make it real frothy, and then you get a wonderful finished product. And Paige, you can taste some of that wonderful aged nog.
Okay, don't forget, please drink responsibly. All right, let me take a sip. Guys, that is some boozy goodness right there. Man alive, do you make a killer eggnog.
That's it.
All right, let's go to the next one. What do we got?
Yeah, so kind of like Kellen said, you don't want to spend all your time making a cocktail.
No.
You can even do old fashions ahead of time.
Really?
I love doing that, and this one we did a little Christmas twist on it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with 3 ounces of Demerara syrup.
Demerara.
So it's basically like sugar in the raw, it's just less processed.
Okay.
Get more of that like caramel toasty kind of flavor to it.
That looks like a beautiful, that's beautiful. Is there alcohol in that?
Just sugar.
Just sugar, people.
The good stuff.
The good stuff, okay.
And then we're gonna do 1.25 ounces of these naughty figgy bitters that I found. I told you I was gonna mess it up.
Naughty figgy bitters, check it out. Woo, that looks good. All right.
I saw those at Tricks of the Trade in Fort Worth and was like, I've got to pick those up for this segment.
Don't we love Fort Worth?
That's
Fort
it.
Worth's so
We
great.
definitely love Fort Worth. All right, now what are you doing?
Now we're gonna do some chocolate bitters.
Oh my gosh, there's so many bitters.
And that's really where you can make this your own, the flavors that you want to put in your old fashioned. And then we're just gonna add.
Okay, come on. Okay, wow, this is gonna be a rager. Let me just say that. Okay, the whole
bottle.
The whole bottle there. All right, my
Give
friend.
it a quick stir.
Okay.
Make sure everything's combined. And then that can stay in your fridge for basically forever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you can just stick that in there, and anytime
Yep.
you lid 'em, you're good to go.
And then when you're ready,
Pour that little sucker.
pour it right over the ice.
All right.
And then if you really want to take it up a notch, you can
Fancy it up a little bit.
fancy it up with a little rosemary.
What was that? Why did you do that?
It activates the oils and makes it smell that much stronger. Yep.
There you go.
You got it.
I'm gonna smell like rosemary all day.
Yeah.
That and a lot of booze. That is amazing.
There we go. A little
That
Christmas
looks-
old-fashioned
It really
for
does.
you.
It looks absolutely beautiful. And I
Thank
love
you.
the fact that y'all have been able to make this so festive. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Happy holidays.
Cheers.
And
Happy
cheers
holidays.
to Fort Worth.
Yeah, cheers to Fort
You know how
Worth.
much I love me
Yeah,
from Fort Worth. I
that's it.
appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Paige.
Don't forget, once again, to drink responsibly.